Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping. Giannis on a drive like that, he just...
Clark, terrific defensive teams tonight, both highly ranked. What will the offenses have to do to get some scoring in this game?
Well, a few things. One, you've got to be patient. You've got to be ready and willing to make the extra pass. And then you also have to mix up what you do offensively. You don't want the defense to get a steady diet of what you're trying to do. Keep the defense off balance.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Holiday, then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Now, here's Adebayo. Over Lopez. Gets it to go. Oh, that one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got the opening basket of the game for the Heat. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Antetokounmpo. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
So it's the Bucks now. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
The offensive rebound. And Giannis throws it down.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points last game. Now the pass to Adebayo. Over Lopez. Lopez with the block. Holiday left side. Back to Giannis. Giannis is double. Pass to Lopez. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. He goes up again. And Antetokounmpo lays it in.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Now here's Dragic. Poked loose. Pass break, Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
Now here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 6 points for Giannis.
The patience that Antetokounmpo plays with is really impressive for such a young guy. I mean, he doesn't rush anything.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Dragic against Holiday. Dragic It's the pass to Leonard. It's going by to Tecumbo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Here's Hero. To the paint, Leonard. Oh, and the paint by Leonard.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Lopez. Lays it up off the glass.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
The Heat trail by 8. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lopez with the steal. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. For 3, Middleton. It's good from long range. Middleton's got 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now here's Giannis. After the miss from Goran Dragic, back to Antetokounmpo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Lopez gets it to go. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 13-point game. Dragic against Holiday. Outside Leonard. Here's Hero. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And here's Giannis from outside. Rebound by Butler. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. The kick out to Dragic. Launches it. The three-pointer is right on target. Dragic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Heat. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here is Augustine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portis finds Augustine from 15 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good. You look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Nice shot by Portis.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Nunn. His rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Good on the shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
There's 39 seconds left in the first. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. But now, he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit. You've got to love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets guys, when you're quick to get out on the break, get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The Heat shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Here's Augustine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stolen away. Here's Iguodala. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 5 from downtown the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. From downtown, Craig, good. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Set him showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Here's Dunn. Gets it to fall from the right block.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
It's different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for... Whatever's next, that's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of football. Here on Noche Latina, Vamonos. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Avery Bradley. Olenek is out there with ABC, and there's Iguodala. And it's Robinson in at the 2-guard spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Evan?
Good point, David. Thank you. And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Bradley misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Milwaukee making a switch. Jonathan's check in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Miami no good on that time either. Milwaukee leading by 9. Uncovered. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And that one, good. DiVincenzo's got 4 this quarter. How do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached. And great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team. So hard to challenge these shots. I mean, especially against the better shooters.
Here's Augustine, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Augustine's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Now here's Leonard. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one of the things you love about Giannis, guys, is his all-around game. I mean, showing it all off there.
And he jams it with authority.
And I must say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Bucks leading by 10.
That's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Butler with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Holiday attacking. Lays it up and takes it in. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Hero. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Giannis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Forbes checked in. Now, here's Portis. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Butler kicks to Adebayo. Butler against Middleton. Here's Nunn. They get it again. Adebayo passes to Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Bucks. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Doesn't go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it.
But, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with this play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the...
Yeah. Standing out, that's a long side. For the wrong guy. She didn't even enter the wrong time. I rap, away. I drank a bacon Chinese, eating white cheese, keeping tight base, rich side. Hey, don't worry about me. Overseas, so they're talking about me. Talking about me, I talking about me, by talking about me, with you want. I want the talk to the melody. Hey, that you did the city of the melody. Hey, she made it, she touched it, that one day. Hey, I have a drink, fast car, sunshine, shining, beginning. Really good money, really good money. California, have you opened this on the mimi? Make her look like my neighbor, a lot of people. I take my shoes and Like to it, come on the show.
Yeah, shout out to my man Headache. Shout out to the No Name Studio. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Whoa.
I've been in game of a long time. 16 hours, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold on. 16 hours, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time.
Ooh, we don't see nothing wrong. Over here, Jim's bound.
Yeah.
What a Jim, I am pound. BBW, where you brown?
But it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA 2K.
There below, please, Barkley. Before we get going, well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center. George against Harden. Shoots from 14. No good there. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Well, Doris, you knew that his free agency would be one of the biggest stories of the summer. Everyone tried their best to land Kevin Durant.
And even considering the injury, anyone would be willing and able to take Kevin Durant on their roster. Why? Because when he's healthy, you become an immediate contender.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, the size advantage playing a big part there, just calmly rises and fires.
Inside, and Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9", with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Knocked away, and stolen by Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, DeAndre Jordan's a problem because if he gets that close, you know the defense has to commit to him. Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
Now, here's Ibaka.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Irving against Beverly. And the pass to Katie. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Some solid defense from Harris. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Harden out missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter skill, but not who you want. So we go.
Now, here's Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Morris trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Beverly's got 6. And Doris with George and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. Gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Irving nails it from the high post. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Here's Beverly, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
Now, here's Shannon. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Offensive rebound. Here's Green. Right side Durant. Over Leonard. The 15-footer. Good.
This guy is maybe one of the most dangerous shooters in the history of the league. Defense doing everything it can. Durant says, this is my game.
Beverly finds Leonard. Fires at the elbow. Shot's good by Williams.
If you're waiting for him to miss, when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Brown, right wing. Here's Luwawu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. One-on-one here. Here's Shamet. Kept alive. He's again. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
Jackson passes to Kennard. And here's Leonard. Against Golden State, he was really on his game.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Outside Williams. Here's Kennard. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
I guess even he has missed one of those once in a while.
Brown inside. Jackson on him. Leonard, that's for 2. And again, no good by the Clippers. Brooklyn leading by 3. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he gets it to go.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
Durant to deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Leonard. KD can't get it to go. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Jackson against Brown. Down low. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. At one time, a poor free throw shooter, DeAndre Jordan has really improved this part of his game, and he was asked back when he was struggling if he had ever considered shooting them underhand, like some have in the past.
I haven't. I've never tried it. I've never seen.
You know, he's made some progress with his method, though.
Yeah, him, Drummond, Capella, a lot of the guys who are getting the hack-a-shack treatment have made great strides.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game. That's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
A moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson at the point guard position. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always good. Thank you. Shamet finds KD. Over Jackson. The shot by KD. No good. Clippers trail by 3. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. The Clippers also making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Leonard. And George is subbed in for Williams. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, the two-man game ignited by Joe Harris. You have to respect his shot, and that makes him a threat as a passer.
And George kicks to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Everly's checked in. Harris with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Harden, no good. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Warriors. Shot from 12. Kennard's shot is off. The Nets have gone 3-7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Three-pointer. Harden, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Second shot opportunity. That one, no good. Jordan with some nice D. Net shooting not great, 40% for the game. Now here's Harden. He had 37 points last game out. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Ibaka. That puts them in the lead. Ibaka's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Well, Serge Ibaka has really worked on his frame since he entered the NBA. He is someone who can power his way through contact.
Harden outside. Hangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 6 points.
And defensively, you gotta respect Harden's ability to drive. It just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Another miss by Harden.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
From deep, Jordan trying to free himself up. They grab their own miss. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Nets lead by 3.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Here's Ibaka. That one drops for him. Ibaka's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. A lot of competitors in this league, George. You've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts, it's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Beverly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And on the way from Irving for 3, that one misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Doris, you can't say enough about the defense of Paul George. I mean, he is absolutely terrific on that end of the floor.
That is in addition to being an all-NBA level offensive performer. So you think about what Paul George brings on the defensive end. The on-ball defense is incredible. He knows when to help off on drives. This guy is easily one of the best defenders at his position, if not the best.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Zubac is checked in for Patrick Beverly.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, you know, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Ibaka, no luck.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. The baseline change. And he overshot that one, missing. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 9.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Irving. Missed inside.
I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough deep.
And that's it for the first half of action of what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. To the middle, here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Harden on the wing. 8 points for him. A 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Kawhi Leonard is 230 pounds of nothing but pure strength. What a finish at the rim.
Irving against Beverly. Irving passes to Harden. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
George with no one around. A 3-pointer, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Nuwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Irving. Knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Brooklyn with the ball. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Boy, Kevin Durant gets a quick first step, and it puts the defense in a tough spot, and he picks up the foul.
You hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that. And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective.
Kennard, he Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Evan?
PA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And Ibaka's shooting ability, doors that enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. We saw that last season.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
I think it's the gritty nature of Serge Ibaka's game that earns him these calls. You've got to be careful how you guard him.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
76% from the line a season ago.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Beverly with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. George passes to Ibaka. Shoots over Shannon. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harden kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. There's Shamet. That one goes. Counted. Shamet's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the left side wing. Beverly dishes to Morris. Passes to Beverly over Harden. And it's Beverly missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. On the wing, again, the Nets for 2.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Williams comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Davey. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Got that one up quick. George has got 5 points so far.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Shamet the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the top. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Jackson. Great tee that time from Green.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brown the pass to Green. Here's Luwawu. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. George against KD. Rebound by the Clippers. Williams inside the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty shot.
Here's Durant. Outside, Katie. Down low. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. They shoot again. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Williams gets the bucket.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Clippers on top, at 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. Williams is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Outside, Katie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. George looking around. 14 feet away. He's off on that one. Nice D from Durant. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. Count that one. 7 points for Reggie Jackson.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, Greg. Keeping it very close.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
And the Clippers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade, replenish your energy for the late game push. James Harden, he's checked in for Landry Shannon. The Clippers also changing it up. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some harsh words for his team during the break. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth one, and this is just the one make. On the wing, Williams, guarded by Harden. Here's Leonard. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
It's Durant with the drive. Harris passes to Durant. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Beverly for 3. And no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harden on the wing. Second chance effort. Kicks to Jordan. Irving double team. Shot clock at 6. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
To the inside, Beverly laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beverly's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. KD's got 15 points in just the second half. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Ibaka. KD comes with the double team. Ibaka slams it in.
Well, Kev, Serge Ibaka takes such smart, high percentage shots, and when he's got the hot hand, you've got to keep going for it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one goes. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Leonard, no luck.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's KD. Yes! It's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty well, 46% from the floor. And the Clippers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communication. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hasn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big, terrific work on the glass.
Williams with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Inside to take the lead, and it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty. Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Irving passes to Harden. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer. Los Angeles. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Beverly gets to Ibaka. Here's Williams. Harden is going to take it up. Brooklyn's gone 1-2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
We've got 1:18 left here
this point. They're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 4. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul. And Kevin, you can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big time shot to demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Irving. Good.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Off target. And so it's quickly he scrapes by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports Group. Thanking
Tell him it's time for it. Send me the car. save. Young, from the hay, trying to make it out so we pray. If weather in the way, cause I'm back on my today. Big Benz, big Duffy, big checks, keep it coming. I'ma make it put that on my cousin. Big boy on Drake drumming. Who better than me? Stop it. She'll be back when she see that I'm popping. I've been cooling and grinding and plotting. Know that I'm gonna be a key. Drip to OP, hurt. Put the block in the league. Got the keys from Sage. Young, from the hay, trying to make it out so we pray. Weather in the way, cause I'm back on my leave. You know what I came for. Still be the best case close. All that I do is just lay low. And shout out to that ain't for. Leave you know what I came for. Still be the best case close. Shout out to shorties that dub me. You missed out on bankrolls.
Dude, like Robin, Rolex diamonds, Penny flip flops from styling, 5 round Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin, Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin, Penny flip flops from styling. Like Robin, Penny flip flops from styling. Like Batman, none of them. Just none of them, just left church, I'm wildin', popping around Rolex diamonds, Rolex diamonds, she don't wanna leave, she vibing, I just left church, I'm wildin', from wildin', Fendi flip flops, I'm styling, heat it up, heat it, you know, sit, riding up, no, I never. It's something about me, just tell you I will. If you're not my friend, I don't figure I know.